Hey everybody, I just wanted to take a moment to talk about the Sega Genesis Mini. They just announced 10 more games for this little plug and play system. As you can see, it's coming out September 19th, 2019 this year. It's going to have 40 games. They've announced 20 so far, and I'll get to those in just a second. And of course, it's going to come with two classic 3-button control pads. Pretty cool. I do kind of wish they included a 6-button one, and you'll see why in a second, but I do believe it could take regular controllers as well. If that's the case, well, actually, no, it looks like it has USB. I can't tell, maybe USB. I can't tell how they're going to connect those controllers. So hopefully you could be able to plug in other controllers as well. So the package comes with the system, 2 pads wired, which is cool, USB power adapter, power cable, HDMI cable as well. This is an HDMI system. And here's the games they've announced so far. So we got Echo the Dolphin, Castlevania Bloodlines, which not usually included on these compilations, so that's cool. Space Harrier 2, Shining Force, and Mean Bean Machine. That's an underrated puzzle game. You have Toe Jam and Earl, Comic Zone, Sonic the Hedgehog, and Altered Beast, basically the 2 big pack-ins from the early days of the system. Gunstar Heroes, Castle of Illusions, World of Illusions. Castle of Illusions is a very solid platformer, one of the early platformers. Thunder Force 3. Let's see, I think that's Super Fantasy Zone, Shinobi 3. Streets of Rage 2, Earthworm Jim, Sonic 2, Contra Hardcore. So it's kind of cool that you got both the Konami kind of Nintendo games that they brought over with Bloodline and Hardcore, and then Land Stalker. Now, these are the just announced games. So you got Beyond Oasis, a really good kind of like Zelda game. Ghouls and Ghosts, a really good part of the arcade game. Alex Kidd and Enchanted Castle. That game seems to get included on every compilation. Golden Axe, Phantasy Star 4, which was like $100 when it was released. Street Fighter 2 Special Championship Edition. And this game right here is, maybe my minor gripe. That's hard to play with a 3-button controller. I want to play Street Fighter 2. I really like Special Championship Edition. You could make the case that they should have went with Super, and maybe that will be included as well. But it really needs a 6-button controller. Mega Man The Wily Wards, that's a cool inclusion since the cartridge was never released in the US. Sonic Spinball, Vector Man, and Wonder Boy and Monster World. And then they still have some more games to come, and you can pre-order it right now. It looks like the system's going to be rated T for teen. Makes sense, especially with Castlevania Bloodlines. $79.99, I believe, is the price. So I don't know what y'all think, if that's too high or just right. Personally, I'm like a $50 guy, but I know that's actually not too bad. I just wish that you could have a 6-button controller or plug in regular controllers. I don't know if you can do that. So that's the news. Let me know what you think of the Sega Genesis Mini so far, and I will see you next time on the next No Swear Gamer video.